What's going on, guys? My name's Everett, and today we got 2 car meets we're going to. So it's 6:42 in the morning right now. You know, it's a little humid out, but it's not too hot. It's about 75 degrees right now. But, you know, we out in the Mustang. You feel me? Nothing too crazy. You got my lens fogging up. You know, pretty humid out. There we go. It's a little dirty. So we're gonna go to the car wash real quick. It's really bad back here. Just gonna clean it up before we go to the first car meet. Every time I hear that cold start, man, every time, it sounds so good. Gotta make it louder though. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do about that. Alright, so I turned out of the car wash and this slammed, I don't even know what it was. This slammed car goes flying by me. I was going the speed limit, you know, because I had just pulled out. And dude, he gunned it by me. And there was a officer right there. And he just got pulled over in this intersection right here. So we're gonna see if I can see him. Like, I don't know if he sped up because he saw me, but he did not look like he was going that fast when he pulled out or like came through the intersection. So I don't know, you drivers get worse by the day, I'm telling you. But yeah, it was pretty interesting, I ain't gonna lie. I've not seen something like that before, but you know, I'll see y'all when I'm at the meet now. Alright, so this Sailing Mustang is probably one of my favorite cars I've seen at this meet. I just love the body style, especially the rear end on these cars. I think they're just the perfect rear end. This is Boss 302 is a 2013, and the 2014 Mustangs are my 2 favorite years. I had a 2013 V6 before I had my GT, and I just loved how that looked. I think it's the perfect Mustang generation and body style. And then this M4 was pretty clean. I really like the carbon fiber brace on these cars. Alright, so we're doing that car meet right now. We're on the way home, so I think, you know, get home, just detail the interior real quick, because then I have another car meet tonight at 5. It's at Nashville Super Speedway, so it's about an hour drive for me. But it's an import meet, so my Mustang's not welcome. But that's cool, because I don't really want to be parking over there, because parking at the Super Speedway is terrible. It's gonna be in the grass, and I gotta sit on hills. I'm not that good of a manual driver, man. I might roll back and hit somebody. So, you know, we'll just see what happens. Alright, so we got to the car meet and we decided to go check out the drag strip first. There was a good amount of cars drag racing. Seemed like they were just, you know, doing it for fun, nothing really competitive. And I have a Mustang, so all I really know how to is drive straight, so that's what I wanted to check out first. We decided to look at some of the cars they had. They had this yellow NSX, super clean. They had lots of Civics, EK hatchbacks. Then they had this Toyota Supra, it was big turbo, super clean. They had this red NSX, it was slammed, also really clean. And then this blue Supra with a headlight intake. This gray Carrera next to the BBS 10. And this was probably the cleanest car they had there. You know, I really love Porsches. And it had these really nice silver BBS wheels, matched the car really well. It had the BBS sticker on the windshield. It was a Carrera S, obviously. Came in 6-speed manual. These things, I bet, are a blast to drive. And then they had this R34 Skyline with the mushroom intakes, which I actually haven't seen on a car in person. Kind of surprising, but it's more of a JDM thing, and it's an R34, real fitting. They then had this big turbo S2000. It was crazy. Hood exit exhaust. I would not want to run into this on the road. We then decided to go check out the drifting, and that's what we did majority of the meet. So here's a lot of the drifting clips for you guys. We then looked at some more cars. I saw this Alfa Romeo 4C. I really like the 4Cs. I think they're extremely underrated. Alfa Romeo is also very underrated. Their reliability, you know, can be concerning, but I think it's still out of proportion. And then there was this E63S wagon, big fan of wagons, and then an E63 sedan, wrapped that in blue. And I love E-Class AMGs, they're super clean. They then had some drift cars leaving when we got back to the drifting area, so I'll show you more drifts. Alright, so we decided to leave after the drifting, but we went to the tunnel to watch the cars leave, and it was so loud. Alright, so we're done with the meet. It's probably the best meet I've ever been to. You know, we went
solid meet.
7-Eleven, got some Trolley Sour Bright Crawlers, Cool Blue Gatorade. That drift circle was my favorite part.
Gotta be. A solid choice. Although, a lot of the builds there were cool too. So,
yeah. Personally, I'm not the biggest JDM guy, so a lot of the Japanese cars there I wasn't super interested in. They were still cool though. I liked a lot of the Euro cars though. And then that Pro Charge Mustang. That's probably the craziest Mustang build I've seen in a while.
And a lot of stuff going on in there. The intercooler.
Yeah, man. But you know, we're gonna eat, we're gonna get home, go to bed.
Edit.
I want to thank y'all so much for watching today's video. I had a lot of fun making it. One of the most fun car meets I've ever been to, and you know, saw some cool cars. Car meet I went to this morning as well. You know, the drift events were really cool. There was some drag racing, obviously. That Pro Charge Mustang, the craziest Mustang I've seen in person. You know, there was a lot of import. It was an ImportAlliance meet. So, you know, we saw a lot of supercars. Saw a lot of Supras and R34s. You know, a lot of JDM. You know, Integra Type Rs, all that. So had a lot of fun going to the meet, making this video, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one.